it's the Glenlawn Lions. Here are your starters. Number 4, Lana Shotwick. Number 6, Danny Earl.
Top. I can hear me now. I can hear myself.
Number 8, Abigail Dick. Number 19, Treyah Paquette. And number 32, Mariana Palacio. The head coach is Brian Kornberger, and the assistant coaches Emily Potter and Caleb Cruikshank. And now the number 4 ranked team in the province, the Dakota Lancers. Here are your starters. Number 8, Reed Favoni Grosser. Number 9, Nikki Rogers. Number 12, Abby Smith. Number 21, Emily Vandeman. And number 23, Tate Starkill. Your officials for this evening, it's Justin Persega, Danny Reimer, and Al Bradbury. And on the scorers table, Muhammad Khan, Sarah Drake, and Brendan Zabrinsky.
All right, our third man of the crew working the telestrator tonight, Mr. Cyril Lindholm from Windsor Park. So welcome to the team, Cyril.
Well, great to be down here, and I got a great view here. I'm right on the courtside seat here to watch. The third and fourth ranked team, go at it for their SCAC rubber match. So now they split their season series over the year, both close games, and no better way to finish it off here than for the SCAC title here. 3 versus 4 in the province. Let's get it going.
I think this is going to be an inside-outside game. Dakota, a little bigger inside game. Glenlawn. Whoa! 4 legit outside shooters, and they light it up early.
I like that to get things started, eh?
And coach.
Right out of the gates.
Yeah.
We got Treyah Paquette there. Open for 3. Lets it go, lets it fly, holds that follow through, nothing but net. Excellent shot by the guard.
Ball's in to ship it. She looks to take it to the lane, kicks it out to Earl.
And it's so funny. I was going to say that, when you get into these big games, the first few minutes is so crucial to get in there, get a big board, get a touch for the game, and boom, we're off to the races with a big 3 outside.
Pavoni Grossard in the outside, playing a little give and go with Starkell. Down the lane, that's number 9. That's Nikki Rogers.
Talked a bit about last game, establishing that ball down low opens up good things. In this case, just a little step to the baseline and finding that high post for a quick down the basket.
So it looks like Dakota here set up in a 2-3 zone to start. And Glenlawn's being very, very patient on offense. And they will be able to get open shots if they move the ball around a little bit and still look to penetrate.
Well, and they're a great outside shooting team, Cyril, so we'll see how that transpires for Coach Sung in his 2-3. Starkell with a good look from the top of the key. Reverses back out top. There's Reed Favoni Grossart.
A little stop and play. There was
Mariana Palacio just had to take off her hairband.
Yeah, there we go. It was on the wrist.
Yeah. So Paquette running the offense for the Lions here, and coached by Coach Kornberger.
So Glenlawn starting by overloading the left side against the zone, trying to create a matchup problem here against Dakota. And you can already see number 19, Treyah Paquette, grade 9 player from Glenlawn, no short of confidence, leading this team offensively for Glenlawn, getting girls in the right spots and looking to create good shots for the team. Not look out of place at all.
Hey. This has to go down there.
A little penetrating pitch.
Yeah. Good hustle there by Earl. Picks up the rebound.
Excellent court vision there by Treyah Paquette. She was able to get penetration off the ball screen, drew about 3 defenders, found the open player.
She's going to light it up. Ooh.
Well, you can see the type of range she has from up there. Dakota still looking to try to establish the ball inside.
That's Emily Mandeman with outside 3. Dakota Dakota up 5-3 early here.
Oh, nice.
Lana Shippett with the nice left hand.
So if you get the ball to the short corner and you dive the high post, okay, you'll most likely get a layup or an open three. That's exactly what Glenlawn did there.
Yeah, exactly in that 2-3, establishing that little baseline short corner.
And we'll see if we can maybe draw that up on the old telestrator here. We'll see what the booth can get fired up.
Yeah, there's a few places where 2-3 is vulnerable. If you can get a quick high post hit, or if you can get a baseline runner or that short corner.
So Paquette with no pressure, bringing the ball up. Ball on the corner with Shippett. She has a look to take Starkel to the hoop. Little reverse pivot, takes it in. Dakota just big, tall inside. They're going to dominate the boards unless, at this point right now. Nice feed by Pavoni Grossart to Rogers. Great feed by Reed Pavoni Grossart. Palacio with the outside three.
So Glenlawn's going to need to establish a little bit of bounce. They're taking a lot of threes so far, and they've been good looks. They've been open, but you're still going to need to try to get some points inside as well. You see Dakota here is really trying to force the issue getting the ball inside first.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good effort there by number 8. That's Abigail Dick. Takes it to the hole for 2.
Oh, we're going to have a little full court pressure here, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, what
wow.
timing. Just good court sense.
Just a review for our viewers there. Paquette, grade 9 player. You wouldn't know it. Rogers gets Smith on her back. Nice in-turn baseline. Ship it inside to Paquette. She brings it back out top.
10 on the shot clock.
Yeah. She's like a water bug. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Paquette able to get penetration again. I thought she had an opportunity there to kick it to the outside, but she had a great hesitation move, get right into the key, did her job. We'll see if she makes the adjustment, kicking that ball to the outside when she draws the extra defenders. Good timeout here.
Yeah. So that's Brooke Rivard now into Glenlawn Lions, and out of the game is Mariana Palacio.
Well, you can see, I always like to see how teams start off in this. You know, big crowd, big game. And it's always interesting to see if people are going to be, waiting to see what happens. But no, both teams came out hard. Yeah. Both teams, it's almost kind of having that boxing mentality where you're coming out there swinging first instead of coming out and saying, okay, let's see what this is going to look like. So very, very impressive start for both teams.
Well, and the other interesting feature of this game is that this will be the first time this year that both these teams will have seen a 3-man officials crew.
Oh, that's right, too. Big game. We got 3 officials on the line. And what a treat so far. We're 4.5 minutes into the first quarter. We have 9-9. Both teams establishing different parts of the game. Yeah. Like Cheryl said, both are just out of the gates, ready to play.
And typically we may not see a difference with that third official in the girls' game. I know in boys' games it has affected because they're just not used to that extra set of eyes, and what's a very physical game. So we'll see how that transpires as we get into the boys' championship. But right now, we're being entertained by a very good Glenlawn girls and Dakota Lancers.
So let's take a look at this as we go. Every time there's a dead in the full court, to see if Glenlawn looks like they're going to bring some type of pressure. They're in a 2-2-1 where they trapped out of it.
Kick it back out to Shippett.
Oh, nice quick swing.
Yeah, kick it into the corner for Earl. Abigail Smith with the good rebound, but that's tough going inside with Pavoni Grossart, Starkel.
So you'll see against the zone, you have offensive rebounding opportunities, even if you're an undersized team. Right? It's harder to find a body right away if you're coming out of the zone.
Yeah. So going to the line for our first foul shots of the night, that's going to be Lana Shippett. We're halfway through the first quarter.
We'll see if Glenlawn puts on some sort of some pressure if they make it. If they miss this, I look to them to go right back into man-to-man. But if they make this here, I think they'll go into some sort of type of defense here.
Yeah.
They're picking up.
Nope, they pull it off.
Pull her off here.
Smith loses the handle. Turn over the Lions.
Yeah, great discipline there by Abigail Dick on defense, right? Didn't get tempted to reach in there, just had to force the baseline, use the baseline as an extra defender to force a turnover. We got a 2-1 on the weak side.
Yeah. Yeah, Pavoni Grossarts really collapsed into the paint there, so on that quick turnaround, you get that open corner off the weak side.
If you get the ball to the short corner, you pass out of it. You will have a closeout or an odd man situation on the outside when you overload the ball. So looks like Glenlawn here is in a 2-3 zone here.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking earlier. I know Coach Sung talking to him the other night. He already had the Lions scouted as showing 7 defenses this year. So,
well, it's amazing how quick Glenlawn can get into the different types of defense. And when you do that, typically communication is an issue, but that seems to not be a problem here for Glenlawn. They've practiced this, communicated this out, and they're very, very good at switching the defenses.
Yeah.
Trying to cause a little bit of confusion here for Dakota.
So Starkel going across the top, kicks it out to Nikki Rogers. Reed Pavoni Grossart on the outside. Off the front of the rim. Glenlawn ball on the turnover.
That's a good offensive set. You got a wide open 3 for a good shooter. We'll see. If they keep giving her that shot, I'm sure she'll knock some of those down.
Yeah. That's Rivard down in the corner.
There you go. Here, yeah, you're going to have a 3-on-1. You see it on the weak side there, and you got to close out.
Nice move by Shippett off the dribble, pulls it up, max 1. Rogers going to take it to the house.
Oh, great finish there.
Yeah.
Paquette got her hand in there, but great finish there, protecting the ball. And finishing off the backboard there for number 12 on Dakota. That's Abby Smith. Short corner. Oh, Dakota's adjusted. Now they're trapping out of that short corner.
Yeah. Great
adjustment.
Great read there by Mandeman.
Mandeman just stepping in to get that ball, anticipating that pass. That's Tate Starkle stepping in for the...
You referenced the boxing there earlier, Sierra. They're trading punches right now. Now we're at 13-all.
But everything you want to see in the final game, right?
Yeah.
Different changing defenses, some pressure, different looks inside, outside, everything you'd want.
And both teams are doing quite well offensively. Instead of trying to dissect and figure out what defense you're in, you just go out and play. At the end of the day, you're looking for advantages.
Yeah.
You attack the rim, the person's open, you move it there, and you find open space. Try to simplify the game on offense when the teams are switching defense as much as they are.
Paquette kicks it back out. Now comes
got
back at the
closeouts.
top there with Shippett. Smith got a little bit of that, or at least close time and space just to alter the shot enough.
And those were those active rebounds that Cyril was talking about earlier.
Smith coming off the baseline. Reed Pavoni Scott with the outside shot. Guard with the back dribble, release pressure. Now she's in the front court. Swings it to Paquette. Paquette comes around the top.
Your short corner, swing. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna look to attack.
Palacio with the outside shot.
Great defense by Dakota. They're able to close it down quickly. They had multiple closeouts there to a contested shot.
Startel with the outside shot. There it is. And drops it for 3.
So it looks like Glenlawn's done, they've really worked harder on their scout here because there are certain players that they're willing to live with shooting the ball.
Yeah.
And it looks like Starkel at some positions of the floor. That's one of them. So we'll see if she continues to make them pay.
Startel with the block there.
Tough defense.
So presence on both ends on back-to-back possessions, offensively and defensively. Kicks the ball down to Smith down in the corner. Starkel's looking for it, cutting down the lane. Reverse it back out to Nikki Rogers, inside to Starkel. She's going to go to the line for 2. Drew the attention of Palacio. And
great patience by Dakota, right? And they found the open person, kept the ball moving, got the ball inside for an advantage.
So Treyah Paquette takes a breather back into the game as Danny Earl. We're inside a minute here in the first quarter. Dakota up 16-15. We're at 23 in the shot clock, 54 in the game clock. Good ground held there by number 25 for Dakota.
Sydney Bjornsson.
Yeah.
Looks like Dakota's trying to set up horns. So for those that were watching the third place game earlier, horns is a similar set with the two screens high, and you have lots of options coming off of that. Let's see if Dakota comes back to it.
Bjornsson just getting that one in back behind her head where the Glenlawn defenders to get a touch on it.
Looks like Glenlawn's just running some continuous ball screen to look to get an advantage, and they did. Got a mid-range jumper for number 13, and that's Brooke Rivard. 8 seconds left to go into horns. Let's see how they guard it. Horns coming off the rough side. Didn't trap it. And Glenlawn made it very clear they're going to let number 12, Abby Smith, shoot the ball, and she makes them pay.
Abby Smith with a hot hand. And in the first quarter, Dakota goes up 19-17, but we're in for a treat here, gentlemen.
Oh boy, what a first quarter, hey guys?
We're in for an absolute treat. So now, after the first quarter's been played here, lots of coaches, both coaches came out, and we'll see what adjustments they make here. You know, it's very, very similar, to those that watch football, where you're saying, okay, I've been seeing the defense do this, we're going to counter with this. And now, first quarter, you have a long time out here to see what adjustments you're going to make. Maybe they'll get out on Abby Smith for a shot. Maybe they'll take a look at guarding Starkel on the outside here from Glenlawn. We'll also see what Dakota does there on the defensive end. If they're going to stick with their 2-3 zone, they'll bring some pressure or go back to the man as well. Imagine Coach Sung will actually just emphasize, rebound on the basketball there. They cannot afford to give Glenlawn any second chance opportunities with their size that they have.
No. And as we heard at the outset, we've got the number 3 and number 4 ranked teams provincially here with the varsity girls in the 4A category, with Glenlawn currently being ranked 3rd. And Dakota at 4, depending on the result of this, it could remain the same or it could be a flip-flop. Regardless, we're going to see both our St. Patel and South Central Athletic Association varsity girls well represented going into the 4A Provincial Girls Championships. And regardless of whoever comes out of this as the unfortunate loser tonight,
you'll know they'll have a spot.
Yeah, they'll have a spot ranked in the top 4. Right, they'll have to go through the process, but I would expect either coach could expect an email or a call either through the weekend or early Monday morning saying that they have a spot.
So you wonder with both coaches whether there's even the anticipation that they might see them or another team like this later on, and whether they still have a couple tricks up their sleeve as far as X's and O's.
Yeah.
Still leaving Abby Smith out there.
Yeah. There's Bjornsson. She gets doubled inside.
Reach.
Shippett gets called for the right hand in.
It's already an adjustment by Glenlawn on the defensive end. That ball goes inside. They're going to look to double and make them pass out of it. See how that goes for them.
Ball to Mandeman. Abby Smith looking. Up top to Rogers. Kicks it back out. Smith with the 3.
See, now Smith knows she can get that 3 whenever she wants. So she's patient. She passed the ball inside, got her feet set, got the ball back, trusted she would get it, and then knocked it down the second time.
Palacio with a shot from the baseline. Good kick out by Shippett going down the lane. That's the first basket by Palacio.
Ball's inside. Here comes a triple, actually. Great pass.
Oh, nice. Nice patience to find the other player on the other side of the team.
So the timeout was in. It looks like Coach Kornberg already is looking to make an adjustment.
Yeah. Great read there by the Dakota Bigs inside.
Yeah.
Cutting down the weak side, cutting down that backside lane.
This is awesome. Championship on the line, full gym. It could come down to crowd support.
We could take a moment here, take a look. It's Friday night here. We probably have close to 700, 800 people here in this gym watching.
Yeah.
I'm sure, millions watching online. We're all anticipating this 3 versus 4 matchup here. It's great to see SCAC Interscholastic Sports showcased here.
Yeah. And for those folks that are just tuning in, we're glad to have you on a Friday night. The broadcast is brought to you by LRSD.TV. That's one of our great courses over at the Arts and Tech Center, our media broadcasting course under the directorship of Ken Planick and Eduardo Lobo, so we're glad to be along for the ride here. Yeah, a couple threes there late in that, early in the second quarter here to, we've got a 5-point difference. It's still a very competitive game here, folks.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of little adjustments they make. And you see still Coach Kornberger walking on the floor with them. Just give them that last little bit of, okay, this is what we're going to be looking for.
Yeah. Dakota still in their 2-3 zone. Palacio and Paquette exchanging.
It's almost a great defensive possession there by Dakota. Forced a tough contested 3 on the outside, but wasn't able to secure the rebound. So now number 8 from Glenlaw, Abigail Dick, she goes to the line for 2.
Hey guys.
We're on broadcast, guys.
Yeah. So either clean it up or shut your mouth or leave. You want to try it?
And we're back, and we went 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Okay, so now it looks like
Bjornsson from the line. Starkel with a nice left hand.
so adjustment Glenlaw's made. They've gone to straight man, it looks like. So sagging man there, but they're out on playing Dick there on the ball.
Kicks it in. Oh,
wow.
Nice 3-person game there. Basic triangle basketball.
So as you see now, look at the
Yeah.
pressure that's being put out on Dick. Very different. High-low action. So Glenlaw, if they're going to backsteal you that way, you have to put pressure on the high post. Cannot let her just look and pass that ball over the top. Great seal though.
Yeah, well done by Bjornsson there. Revert coming onto the base. Palacio
Nice little baseline shot.
finding her groove out there on the baseline.
See, and that's one of those shots Coach Sung will live with. Long 2 contested from the baseline, one of the toughest shots in the game for 2 points.
Yeah. Starkel having a look. Bjornsson trying to own the rebounds, but Paquette comes away with it. Trying to push the pace here. Kicks it back out to Danny Earl. Swings it way over to Palacio. Down to Ship it in the corner.
Ship
She's good for 3.
See, now it was all started by the penetration by Paquette. Got Dakota moving side to side. He pursuing the ball from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Usually get something good. Well, Ship has got to be careful there. Reese already has 1 foul.
Wow. Bjornsson's got that spot on the floor marked with an X. Yeah, that's 2 nice little duck unders coming out the underside, left hand or right hand off the board.
Well, what's happening is they're trying to front the post on the strong side, trying to front the post. So she reverse seals. Ball goes to the high post, reverse seal, and you'll be able to get the ball over the top for the layup. So now the defensive counter is you have to deny the ball to the high post.
Smith now on the other side of the floor. Off the dribble, kicks it back out to Manneman on the wing. Wow.
Showing lots of confidence in that shot. But a big, huge shot by Manneman.
Dakota girls feeling it from the outside tonight. Paquette, lots of fight in there. Manneman pushes the pressure. Oh. Unforced error there. Paquette with the ball up top. Lets her teammates get reset. Over to Earl, kicks it down to Palacio. Paquette will have a go at it. Nothing but net. Wow, we've got some great outside shooters here on both sides.
So we'll see if Dakota looks to get the ball to the high post again.
4-point game. 6:01 left in the second quarter.
Horns. An open shot.
Palacio with a good rebound. Bit of a mismatch there. Danny Earl going inside on Starkel. Starkel kicks that one away. Nice reverse dribble there. Cut back by Paquette off the board. Kicks it back out to Earl. Over to Ship it.
Great ball movement by Glenlawn.
I think Smith got a chunk
Out of
that.
bounds.
Yeah.
So you already can see the adjustments both teams already made already out of the first quarter. Glenlawn gets the ball in the short corner. They were killing them from in there, getting open shot after open shot. So now Dakota doubles the ball as soon as it gets in the short corner. Makes it very, very difficult to pass out of there.
Dakota have requested a timeout.
So-
Well, folks, as good as this game is already, we're only in the second quarter. It's the night of champions. In case you missed it earlier, the third place game in the varsity girls division, CGS defeated Northlands Parkway 61-44. Then just before this, the varsity boys' third place game was won 83-67 by a school called Glenlawn. Nice victory there. We've got this game, of course, SCAC Championship on the line. And coming up right after this one, scheduled to start at 8:15, it's the varsity boys final. That's going to be the Steinbach Sabres taking on the Dakota Lancers. You do not want to miss that one.
So we're back onto the floor after Coach Sung's first time out. He's still got one remaining in the first half. Coach Kornberg from where did that come from? From Glenlawn. He's used up both timeouts here in the first half. So we're back in with 5:18 left. We've got a 4-point game, gentlemen. Dakota Lancers up 33-29 over the Glenlawn Lions here in the South Central Athletic Conference Championship Varsity Girls Final. Ball's back into Manneman for the Lancers.
Let's see what Glenlawn does here on defense. Looks like they're in a bit of a 2-3.
Yeah. Paquette's away, pushes it to Earl.
Oh.
There's Mary Naughty. Good effort there by her.
Oh, yeah.
Hard foul there by number 23, Tate Starkelny from my angle. Didn't look like it was anything dirty. It was a great pump fake and it made contact with Paquette, the shooter. It looks like is a bit winded here. We'll see how she does.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
She left her feet, and so she was committed to being in the air because she was expecting the shot to be coming. But Paquette was trying to get around and go baseline, but there's just no room by the time they make contact.
Yeah, Paquette's going, I don't need to come off, but the coach was on the floor, so we're going to get a sub in. We're going to get Rivard back in.
Yeah, and Coach Kornberger does the right thing. Go check her out a little bit. Give her a blow. Make sure, especially you don't if anything hit her head. But it looks like, appears, from this angle, everything was okay, and she's a little winded.
Ship it with the ball out top, back into Earl.
Short corner again.
6 on the shot clock. Kick it out to Rivard. She's going to have a shot from the corner.
Oh,
wow. Well done again. I would think Coach Sung would say we'll let those go.
2-point game. Dakota 33, Glenlawn 31.
Yeah,
Rivard coming in and providing some good pressure on Smith on the outside.
Starkel to finish, even with the contact.
Just strong.
Both teams are passing the ball really well. They're not holding on to it. They always look at it looking to attack or moving the ball.
Yeah.
It's great to see.
Yeah, and if we have some young viewers watching the game, girls aren't over dribbling, right? They're making the ball move, do the work.
Exactly.
Right? And when they create space or when they put the ball on the ground, it's for a purpose. Right? They know it's got enough air in it. The referees have done their job, right? So they don't just have to stand there and dribble for no reason.
No, it's all about creating that space, creating another position, making somebody challenge, moving the defense. It's all for those different purposes.
Yeah. Paquette's back into the game. Coaches checked her out. As we said, Cyril, safety first, make sure the players are taken care of. Rogers with the ball up top. She's going to have a go from the outside.
We see her, Glenlawn, really been collapsing the key. Oh, wow, great take by Paquette.
Yeah, a little look off just to create enough space and converts that fast break.
That was excellent defense, too. It was a very, very tough finish that she was able to put in. That scoop shot with her right hand on the left side.
Nice stroke there by Mandeman. Starkel coming hard down the lane. She's going to be rewarded for hard work. Go to the guy to the line for 2.
But again, you see that's where Glenlawn's collapsing now, down low. They're letting the shots come from outside.
First foul. We'll put Tate Starkell at the line to shoot 2.
That's interesting. Starkell's got 1 white shoe, 1 black shoe.
Yes. I believe she's in grade 12. I'm not sure how many of Coach Sung's, but I believe Tate Starkell, Reed Favoni Grossart, Schiffer with the step around. That's a.
It was a great no call by the ref. She was planted. She stood her, held her ground, and the offensive play tried to step around her and create a little bit of contact. Defense has a little bit of right to some space as well. Good no call.
Ooh, that was a tough pass. I'm not sure Drew Brees could have fed that needle.
Lana Pitt with a strong take.
1 point game, 2:43 left. There goes Smith. Coach Kogenberg telling Shippett that she's got to be out on Smith out in the perimeter. Paquette, it's a good look. Shippett comes down the lane, fighting for the ball. Good battle by Palacio and Bjornsson. No, that's Abigail Dick. Palacio's coming back into the game here for Glenlawn. So that's Rivard out of the game. Brooke Rivard. Pardon me, Danny Earl. Rivard stays in.
And they bring Palacio back in, is that correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So it looks like Glenlawn's countering with a little bit more size.
Yeah.
To prevent them from getting the ball inside here. Continuous ball screen again. Short corner.
Good rebound there by Bjornsson. Kicks it back over to Manneman. Back to Abigail, or back to Smith.
Smith being left wide open again.
Shippett looking to attack the seam, kicks it back out to Palacio. Abby Smith with the rebound, kicks it up the court to Manneman. Manneman looking for the screen. Good job there by Palacio closing out on Smith. Starkell. 7-point lead here with a minute left in the first half. Dakota up over Glenlawn.
Both teams are getting great looks. It's Coder just making a couple more shots than Glenlawn. That's all it is right now. Both teams getting open threes, or open jump shots. Both teams are really, cognizant of shutting the ball down inside, not letting anybody get in the layup.
Good job there by Palacio and Dick to get their hands in. They'll get the possession arrow if there's another held ball here in the first half, or they'll start the second half with possession.
High ball screen to start, rejects it. There's the high-low.
Good play there by
defense,
Abigail
nice
Dick.
Step in.
Yeah. Paquette curls around the top. 24 on the shot clock, new clock. We got 28 in the game clock. We're going to have a foul on Tate Starkell with the push, trying to fight over top, and just was pushing the Glenlawn player across the court. So.
Foul there on Tate Starkell. She now has 2 fouls.
Both teams have, it's been a physical, aggressive game, but it's been a clean game. Quick half, actually.
Very quick half.
Yeah. No worries of being in penalty in either quarter here. So. Great defense there on the baseline by Bjornsson.
Oh, that was a great pass to get out of that. Almost looked like she had nothing there to pass it to.
Look at that. Just
Oh, let's see Smith keep feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Not quite the range. So, well, that was a very entertaining first half there, gentlemen. 35-42.
And I think you can see why these teams are ranked 3 and 4.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of great back and forth, a lot of different options.
And, you know, once you get to the, once you get to this point where you've seen teams over and over again, seen an extensive amount of tape, it's clear that these teams know each other and know each other quite well.
Yeah.
They're very physical here. I can see it right here from floor level. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of love lost here.
No.
Very competitive down here. It's awesome.
Yep, so we're going to give you a chance, our viewers, to get up, get some refreshments. We're going to turn our mics down till just about ready to start the second half. So join us back here on LRSD TV for the second half of the Varsity Girls Championship Final. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the second half of the Varsity Girls Championship game. Going into the second half, it's Dakota up 42-35. Our leading scorers coming out of the first half, leading for the Glen Lawn Lions. Lana Shippett with 8 points, Abigail Dick with 6, Brooke Rivard with 6, Treyah Paquette leading the way for the Lions with 10. For the Dakota Lancers, Nikki Rogers with 8, Emily Mandeman with 6, Abby Smith with 11, that's 3 from the outside, and leading all scorers, Tate Starkell, but she's also got 3 personals, so we'll see how that comes into play here in the second half going down the stretch.
Oh, nice Mannerman getting that extra hand up just to distribute with that pass.
Good foul there by Paquette. We've got Abby Smith going to the line for 2. Quick start to start the second half here.
Well, guys, looks like we're going to pick up right from where we finished off last half.
Absolutely.
Quick out of the gates, back and forth.
Oh, a little in and out there for Smith off the free throw line.
Again, very interested to see what the adjustments at halftime are. I wouldn't be surprised with something completely different in X's and O's knowing these coaches.
Yeah, Dakota still in their 2-3. Kicks it out to Shippett off the far side. Smith creating space, waiting for a team to come to her. A little give and go between her and Manneman at the top, inside to Starkell on the corner. Down low to Nikki Rogers, kicks it back out. Out of bounds off the top of the uprights.
Well, they're back putting this pressure back on Abby Smith there. It looks like they're basically trying to, keep the pressure up, make them make tough passes.
Nice little play there by Paquette coming off that baseline screen, hitting it in the corner.
And what composure for someone in grade 9.
Wow, yeah.
Big game out there with folks, 2-3 years older than yourself, and does not look out of place at all.
Well, I'll tell you, I used to go to the Y quite a bit before school, and I would get there at 7 in the morning, and I'd see Paquette already there dripping sweat working on her game there with her mom. So she works really, really hard at her game.
Yeah, it doesn't come by luck, does it, Cyril?
Absolutely not, no.
Exactly.
Yeah, people wonder how sometimes some athletes are so successful. It's a matter, sometimes they choose their parents well and genetics, but a lot of time it's time on task and a little bit of sweat equity. And then what comes between the ears? Are they willing to lay it down and do the hard work?
Great pass.
Almost converted that one.
That was an excellent headman, though. It's too bad they couldn't get that one to go. Dakota didn't give up on it, though, and they were rewarded with the ball back. Going on with a little bit of soft pressure up here. Looking to trap if it goes to the corner.
Yeah. And before we get too far into this, I'd just like to thank the Dakota Phys Ed staff and Dakota School for hosting this night of champions. A lot of work goes into this. They started setting up at 2 o'clock, so there's an impact on the instructional program, but they're happy to do this. This is about the 3rd or 4th year now we've gone to this night of champions with the 3rd place and championship games all in one night. Last night, Glen Lawn hosted the JV Night of Champions. Came down to a very thrilling 76-74 win with the JV boys from the Glen Lawn over Dakota. So again, lots of basketball action at all levels across the province right now. Nice rebound there by Dick. Paquette looking to slice it in. Nice little look off.
A great change of direction there on that little Euro step. That was excellent to avoid the defender.
Yeah. Palacio all over her on the outside. Yeah, she's going to get called for the grab.
It's too bad Palacio did not have to put her hands on her. The ball was dead. They didn't look like she had a lot of options to go with the ball.
Yeah.
But, she was able to bail her out a little bit. Got tempted by putting her hand right on the offensive player.
Rogers with the inbound ball. Back into the hand of Smith. Nice play there by Dick. Got a hand on the attempt.
Short corner again.
Oh, nice pass.
Almost had the and one, just rolled off the back of the rim, but we've got Paquette going to the line for 2 here at 7:17 left in the third quarter.
So another little change on the offensive set. So now Glenlawn, when they go to the short corner, at one point they were diving the high post. Now they're diving the high post, and the point guard is coming in behind. As you see, Paquette received the ball back there for the layup.
Treyah Paquette at the line shooting 2.
Yeah, the excitement in the fans is kicking up here at the Lancer Dome. Trying to disrupt. She's going to get a free one, but she made the shot, so no call by the officials on the lane violation there by Dakota.
Yeah, a little bit of full court pressure here off of
Just trying to disrupt a little bit. You know, sometimes you don't always have to go for the steal. You know, sometimes you just want to take a little seconds off the clock, or you know, just kind of keep it soft. And if you get in a spot where they're a little bit vulnerable, go set that trap. Yeah.
Just close that time and space just a little bit quicker. Maybe get a bad pass. You get a hand on it. Yeah.
You know, again, not thinking about standing up right away, but just put a little pressure on.
I think one of the adjustments is Palacio. Coach Kornberger's put Palacio out on Smith on the outside, being very aggressive, real handsy. Little stop and pop there off the baseline. Mandeman, see if you can take Danny Earl to the line. And she gets the and one.
She's quick on her feet there. Shot the first one. There were 2 Glenlawn defenders there. And number 21 from Dakota, Mandeman, was able to get her own rebound there and finish, and with a foul. So she's going to get an extra free throw here.
So coming back into the game is Brooke Rivard and Mary Naughty. Going out is Palacio and Danny Earl. Oh, Mary Naughty is coming back out. Making sure they got 5 white uniforms. No power plays in varsity girls. Now the Glenlawn fans are trying to disrupt, but Mandeman, cool as a cucumber, strokes that one nice, nothing but net. Brooke Rivard had a quiet 6. Both teams spreading the offense around.
Wow. Great pass.
Great tightrope off that baseline by Paquette to feet ship it coming down the lane. Whoa. Nikki Rogers did a good job of getting that one under control. Oh, the officials just working with the minor officials and resetting the shot clock to 14. That was a new adjustment this year. Maybe, Cyril, we can get you to explain the differences in that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, anytime now the ball's inbounded on the opposing, the offensive team's half court, they're going to start the shot clock at 14 seconds. Okay, trying to speed up the game and constantly keep you in attack mode. So, I talk for some coaches, some like it, some don't, but it's the same for both teams. Yeah. Instead of holding on to the ball and setting up a set, they're in constant attack mode, which I think is good for the game. We'll see now. FIBA has gone to even off of when the ball hits the rim, that would go to 14 seconds. So
not a full reset.
Not a full reset. So FIBA's already there now.
Wow.
Yeah, that would take some infrastructure, components for that to get to here in MHSAA, but we'll see if we get there one day. So
that would really force the offense, force the speed of the game.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell you, I played with it in my senior men's. Oh, a big bucket here.
Back-to-back and ones for Mandeman. She's pretty pumped.
Glenlawn getting a little bit of foul trouble here. That's actually their 6th foul of this quarter.
Yeah, so we're already in the bonus. So the pace of the game is going to slow down now.
Well, been a while since we asked this question, so we got to find out who the crowd is cheering for. How many people here?
But going back to the shot clock resets, what it forces, you know, developmentally from the standpoint, it forces everybody to have to develop their fundamental skills, right? So anybody that touches the ball, well, this shot clock's running down, and you're going to need to attack. And we see that over here with the skills that these players have here on both teams. Well, I don't know if you guys can even hear us anymore. It's I'm telling you here, Dakota, it's rocking in here.
Just a great crowd tonight. You know, lots of enthusiasm. Friday night, home team playing. Just a lot of fun here tonight, guys.
And this, you know, Cyril, you said it before. This is what high school athletics is about. You know, there's going to be, you know, the odd player that gets to go on and play at the college, play at the U Sport level, but, you know, for the vast majority, this will be the highlight of their career. And so to play in front of a packed house and front of family and friends and, you know, against great competition, you couldn't ask for anything better. We've got Manneman on the line for one. She made the basket, so this is the and one. Potentially to go up 7. And it's a good stroke. Good screen there by Paquette for Shippitt going across the top. She kicks it out to Palacio. Back around to Danny Earl. A little flip over to Paquette inside. Yeah.
We got 5 on the shot.
Yeah, we got 6 on the clock.
Great defensive possession. Very disciplined there by Dakota the whole way. Didn't fall for any of the pump fakes.
Yeah.
You know, the ball went to the short corner. Didn't panic. Just stayed with the ball. Well, unfortunately, gave it back here to Glenlawn. You see the defense by both teams, right? Like very disciplined. You know, staying within the lanes. Lots of communication. I could hear it down here from floor level.
Palacio. Shippitt battling. Yeah, white ball off Manneman. Good call there by Mr. L. Bradbury.
Yeah.
You got the ball into the high post. I remember we mentioned earlier, right? A couple vulnerable spots in the zone. If you get the ball into the short corner or the high post, okay, forces the defense to collapse and things open up. She had options on the outside there, on the left side, and she also took the option, was dangerous one inside, so she's going to go line for 2.
For a second, I thought Coach Sung was going to roll the dice and leave Starkel in. She's got 4 personals. Looks like Reed Favoni Grossart is going to come in. Oh, yeah, she was the leading scorer, but she was also you know, had the 3 personals in the first half. So Favoni Scott or Grossart will be looking to take her place here. Oh, got the low post.
Again, high post, inside out action.
Apparently, Manneman said to herself at halftime that she's going to take over the game. I think that's 9 for her this quarter.
But here's the thing, how far we've come with basketball at this point. I mean, if you leave people open, they're going to make shots. At one point, you can leave certain people. Yeah. But if you give people time and space from wherever they're at on the floor, okay, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage on the defensive end.
Nice find. Look at that. Yeah. Mannerman just, you know, seeing that wide open player on the other side of the floor.
That was an incredibly difficult pass that she made. Excellent play.
And I'll tell you, on this side of the floor, we get the treat of seeing her a little bit. She's hustling on defense, closing out, making her presence known.
Nice little 8-footer there by Alana Shippitt. Still a 7-point game, 55-48. The Lancers up here with 3:30 left. Yeah.
Real nice anticipation. Oh, solid take, too.
Treyah Paquette with a nice finish.
We're starting to see the game open up here a little bit, right? Like in transition, even off makes, people are trying, or both teams are starting to get out and run and get layups. I wonder if fatigue's starting to play a factor here.
Yeah, the pace has been significant all game, and there hasn't been a whole lot of rolling of subs yet. So
no.
We'll see what kind of the conditioning is.
You seeing starting to open up. See, that pass was not getting through, especially from the wing. That shouldn't get in there if you're Glenlawn on defense, but I'm seeing a little more straight legs down here.
Yeah.
You know, the hands aren't as
The
active.
hands are on the side.
Yeah.
Even just right now, just looking down, you can see that the hands are on the hips a little bit. You're right. You know, there's a little bit of tiredness coming in right now in the game.
It's the end one here for Starkel, so the Dakota side will be hoping that she makes this, and that way it'll get a chance for Reed Favoni Grossart to come in and give Tate Starkel a break. Yeah, so we've got sub for the shooter here. So we've got Reed Favoni Grossart in, Tate Starkel out. I don't imagine we'll see her to the fourth quarter trying to preserve that fifth personal foul. Boy. The range on these players is significant.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Brooke Rivard looking to come around the top, feeds it to Paquette. Down to Dick, down the corner. We got a kick ball. We're going to go to 14, I think. Yeah.
Dakota, tough defense, not making it easy for Glenlawn right now. And you're seeing that, you know, they're trying to find space, they're trying to find open men, but, you know, Dakota really moving their feet, making it really tough to find, like, open seams.
Yeah.
Here you go, 14 seconds on the clock. It was inbound out after half, so you got to start attacking right away, trying to create an advantage. The Kornbergers really trying to, you know, draw plays, get that ball on the high post, whether it's a guard catching there or one of the posts catching there. Everybody's got to be able to play out of the high post.
And folks, we hope you stay tuned with us following this, and the presentation of the banners. We'll have the varsity boys, which is also a Dakota Glenlawn matchup. So stay tuned with us, folks.
Wow.
Ship it with a look. Kicks it way over to Favoni Scott. Comes back to Manneman, back to Rogers. She has a look for three, yep.
So although they missed that one, miscommunication there by Glenlawn. They just had two people go out to, you know, the person on the wing and left the person at the top wide open.
There we go. Shippett takes it to the rim. There was a good block out by Mary Natty on Bjornsson, allowed Shippett to get that rebound, which transitioned into that bucket there by Glenlawn on the other end.
I've been very impressed with number 12, Abby Smith's decision making. Right, she's been open every time, but it's always making the right play, whether to pass or shoot. And then she was open. We say make that extra pass. Her team was even more open than you were.
Paquette says, "I'll match that one." Again, we're back into our game of horse here, Warren.
Oh yeah, and there's only about 1 minute left here, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think there might have been an extra step there. But hey, what patience. Right? Looking for the pass. Defender comes off. Like, okay, I'll take the shot then.
Clutch shot there by Nikki Rogers. Our first double-digit lead here. We're 65-55, 36 on the game clock. Mandeman, great effort. Ooh. Tough call there by official Persog on Lana Shippett on a loose ball.
Yeah, and look from my angle, both players going hard for the ball as they should. Was a little bit of a reach with some contact in there. I used to have a coach that used to tell me that, you know, if you're playing great defense, you're playing hard, you're probably still going to end up with 2 to 3 fouls or just being in, even the right or even the right place, the right time, but with contact. That's the way you should be playing. Excellent play by both players.
Absolutely. If you're playing hard, you're going to be fouling. You know, so sometimes, you know, you're trying to help out your partner who they might be out of position, so you have to shoot a gap a little bit. Or all of a sudden, if you're really battling for the boards or going for a loose ball, chances are you're going to be making contact, and there's always going to be that. You know, there's a little bit of a foul as you're going for those spaces.
Well, and that's why they give them 5. You know, and that's when players start, like they're scared to take a foul, like they really are, like really young players. You know, they think it's a really bad thing. No, there's a reason why you get 5.
Well, and as a big man down low, sometimes you want to give one away just to make sure people know that you're around.
That's your greeting card?
Yeah, they'll say, hello, guys.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy.
Manneman outside.
Nice shot.
She's had a big third quarter here.
Yeah, big lead. Biggest lead of the game right now as they're heading into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Dakota 69, Glenlawn 55. So let me throw this question to you guys here. Of course, this has been the whole game's been runs both ways, but it seems that Dakota is always slowly building up more of a lead. If you're Glenlawn, what is it you want to do in the fourth quarter right now?
Okay, so I'll use a football reference again here. But it's kind of like Dakota's been staying steady with pounding the ball inside. So for the football people that are watching, it's like continue to pound the ball and run the ball, and you might end up with a yard here or there, 3 yards here or there, or maybe nothing. But if you stay with it, keep pushing the ball inside, you can see that they're really wearing Glenlawn down right here. And now they're starting to break open those big plays where you're seeing turnovers down here, and when they're pounding the ball inside there, people are getting way more open. So Glenlawn's going to need to find a way to cause some turnovers here and make some shots. So if I'm Glenlawn, I'm looking for them to put a little bit of pressure on full court, right? So to prevent them from bringing the ball up the court quickly to create an advantage. So
yeah, I'm not sure as it grinds away in this last 10 minutes. I'm not quite sure, with 14 point differential here, if Glenlawn has the bodies to match the inside physical presence of Dakota.
So I like that. So then, put a little pressure up on the court. A few times we saw that sort of loose pressure where they're trying to, just be a little disruptive. There's a couple times where they led them, into those positions of trapping. So,
Well, the other equalizer, Glenlawn has to make, right? They're skilled. They've had a couple really good, I think of 3 or 4, good 3-point shots that they've had that kind of gone back of the rim and out, right? Those go in. It's a very, very different game. So there's a lot of pressure right now for them to make those shots that they're getting. They're getting good looks. But again, Dakota staying steady with pounding the ball inside. They're going to make those at a higher clip and a higher percentage. So, we'll see what we have here for the fourth quarter. It'll be exciting for sure.
So Dakota starts the fourth quarter with the ball. They've got the ball at half. They can go front or back court on the straddle. Down to Bjornsson, down in the corner. Good read there by Paquette.
Yeah. Stepped out.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
You'll live with that if you're Glenlawn. Keep making things tough.
Yeah.
And now again, you'll see they start with the ball. If it's on their side of half, as referee Persega has, they'll get 14 on the clock. So.
Pavoni Grossart, Abby Smith up tall again. They're defending her. What a great over-the-top catch there.
What a tough pass.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's right in a needle.
That's a great pull-up shot by Shippett there, because the inside defender for Dakota had closed down. She didn't have space. Just so impressed with young Treyah Paquette.
Here's a double team in the short corner. Here's another opportunity. Got to knock it down. Those ones have to go for Glenlawn.
Yeah.
All right, it's a lot of pressure saying you got to basically make all your threes, but that's what's going to take to beat a tough, long Dakota team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emily Manneman picking up her first foul.
Oh, Manneman putting a lot of little pressure on there, but just got a little bit of hip out, it looks like.
Emily Manneman picking up her second foul.
Coach Sung looking at it from the other side, didn't she hook her with her hands? So.
Oh, okay.
That was a little bit of a quick one maybe, but we're not the one with our whistle.
Yeah.
There's a good look by Paquette.
Yeah, something with Paquette too is like she's very quick at getting that ball on the shelf, eh?
Yeah.
She's got a quick release, so when she has an opportunity to shoot, it is up.
Yeah, there's no hesitation on Paquette. They're all good looks. When you're looking at the way Dakota's playing, those are the right decisions, especially down 14 here, right? You get an open look, ball's been swung, in your shot pocket, feet are set, hold that fall through. It'll start to go.
Now here they're coming up with a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. Good recognition there by Manneman. Started to see Paquette slide over and just reverse the ball.
That's tough, eh? Like, even when the ball gets pounded down low, if they don't get the shot, they're drawing the fouls.
Bjornsson's done a really nice job tonight. She's been successful on a number of those attempts. Just that little reverse, almost like a no-look reverse kiss off the glass. That one, she didn't make the basket, but she got called the foul, so she's going to go to the line for 2. She makes the back end. Now it's a 15-point.
Treyah calling up a set here.
Good collapse there by Abby Smith on that cutter by Shippett.
Yeah, making it very difficult to, they're jumping the lanes, they're getting their hands in the seams, they're making those passes really tough.
Yeah. Again, Palacio out, yeah.
So actually, that's Palacio again. I remember in the first half there, she had she had the ball dead on the sideline, and she got in and she reached. The ref called a foul. That time, she pressured her by keeping her hands up. No reach, and she actually got rewarded with offense traveling. She's got to be careful to make sure she doesn't put her hip into her. But another adjustment there by Palacio.
Just kind of the wrong side of the inch right now, as they say with Glenlawn. They've had some good looks.
Good looks.
Yeah, just not falling.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Kornberger, you're looking at it, you could draw up a play to get those exact looks, and you're happy with the decision making. You've got to now, make them fall.
Oh, nice strong take to the basket.
Wow.
I'm wondering if Glenlawn will consider denying the ball coming in bounds here, just because now you're going to need to create a couple extra possessions. Right now, they're putting some soft pressure, but maybe that might be the next adjustment here. Denying the ball in bounds, forcing Dakota to have to work to get the ball up for 94 feet.
Yeah, they're going to have to make a push now. There's 7:55 left in the game. We've got a 13-point lead.
Yeah.
So
just enough, to get, let's say, 2 more possessions, to hit 2 more drops, and also just give that energy back to the legs of, okay, here we go. We're now going for the run, right? You just want to create just a little bit of energy, and that's what the pressure does for you.
Yeah. I think the goal will be, okay, let's get a good possession the next time, let's score.
Yep.
Then the next objective is let's get it to single digits,
exactly.
right? And then it's back, game on.
Exactly.
Dakota fans making the Lions sound. Dakota fans making the Lancer sound. I know you can text each other. Start your planning now. You have been warned.
All right, our house announcer, Robbie Scott's laid down the challenge. They got to come up with the Lion cheer and the Lancer cheer. I know one team's probably a little bit more at ease. I haven't heard a real effective Lancer one over the years that Robbie's been doing this one. So,
yeah, here we're coming up with a little bit of pressure here.
Yeah.
And you're right, they're going to be denying.
So here you go. Come up with a little bit more pressure. Seems like a forced one. You're going to try to trap on the sideline.
There it is.
Jump ball.
This should be Glenlawn ball, yeah.
There you got the turnover. So now the downside is, can you sustain that? You got to can you sustain that type of pressure enough to make up 13 points? Who knows? We'll find out.
Well, there we go.
But again, you got your best shooter with the shot that you wanted, right? An open one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was that first possession, they scored, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
big skip pass there.
Nice anticipation, nice steal.
Is there 3 of her on the floor? Because she's all over the place.
All over, Big shot right there.
Wow, there we go.
Here we go, just like we talked about, guys.
It's 2 turnovers, you got 5 points. Here's the pressure.
Yeah.
And there's another one.
Keep battling for that ball.
The double team. Yeah, that's a foul.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a little bit excited, but we'll take that right now in the fourth quarter. Like you said, Grant, earlier, you got 5 of them.
Yeah. Well, and putting the pressure on Starkel, she's got 4 personals, right? So, right, put the referee in a position where it's got to be a block charge. It's one of the 2.
Huge possession here for both teams. I think if Glenlawn gets a steal and a score, I look for Coach Sun to call a timeout.
Yeah.
We're down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nice feed.
Oh, there we go. Lana not shy to push it.
Great space, waits for team.
Yeah.
Yeah, these all got to be good possessions here.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to single digits now, boys. 6-point game.
You're seeing the same shots they got in all games. He's got 3 in a row to fall.
Yeah.
Completely different game.
And now we're in basically 2 possessions.
Jeez, I wish I had known that stuff when I was coaching.
Well, baseline.
Wow.
Yeah, Smith.
They're battling.
Great rebound.
Great job there by Bjornsson.
The fellas, Glenlawn, Dakota. You knew Glenlawn wasn't going to go down easy,
No.
right? Glenlawn, Dakota for, I don't know how many times it happened, but, these schools, they love battling each other.
Yeah. There she goes to the hoop.
From this angle, it looked like she had the ball, but I'll default to, referee Bradbury there. He had a way better angle than I did, even though we're both courtside here, and he said there's contact on the arm.
Yeah.
Timeout, Glenlawn. Settle down the troops. Lots of game left.
Yeah.
One possession at a time. So these are one of those games you got to remind your players, you're not going to win the game in one possession, and you're also not going to lose it. So you want to stay the course.
And that's the real challenge, right? In these emotionally filled games and a full house is stay patient.
Yeah, staying focused.
Right? Trust the process.
Exactly.
Right?
And don't play outside your game anymore. Sometimes you get the emotions riding, people are screaming, and so you might take a shot that you don't normally take, or you might rush something. Right now it's all about, again, having that trust in what you do and what you practice.
Don't need to do anything extraordinary. Do the things you know how to do and do them consistently.
You got to be impressed by the poise right from every player that I've seen on this floor. It doesn't look like, this moment is too big for any of them. And, and I teach high school kids. I talk to them, hey, how you feeling about today's game? And a lot of them will be honest, like, I'm nervous, but excited.
Yeah.
But once the ball is thrown up and it's on,
yeah,
they look like they look like they're supposed to be here and they're playing their hearts out. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's that positive stress, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Well, at one time Dakota had a lead up to 14. Now it's down to looks like 9.
Yeah.
Possibly 10. But there's, like we said, there's still lots of game left. 5:54 left in this game.
Good pass out the outside there by Palacio.
It's a great decision there. Not that one, but the one before.
Yeah.
You're going to see Glenlawn's going to look to push the pace. Might not shoot early, but they're going to attack early.
And here's the thing with Dakota having a really big, strong inside game like that, you can shoot from the outside, and if you get a rebound, you get rewarded with a little 2 down low.
Yeah.
Exactly. An open 3 with rebounders in position. Feet are set.
Yep.
Right? That's an excellent shot for Dakota regardless of the score.
Wow.
Shippett really making it tough right now.
Yeah, slicing through there was Lana Shippett. Yeah, Sydney Starkell, number 25 for the Lancers. She's done a good job of coming off the bench tonight. Seen a lot of big minutes.
Another one. Nope. Able to hang on to it. Smith there.
Yeah.
Paquette with pressure.
Got 8 in the shot clock. Ball's in Nikki Rogers' hands.
Hands off. Reach.
Yeah, easy.
Got to keep it in there. Now, you don't want to foul here.
No.
Okay, there's a stop you need to play.
Yeah. That's a good defensive stand there.
Dakota communicating here on defense. You've done your job as in slowing down Glenlawn's offense. You want them to use the clock on every single possession.
Looks like that's a matchup they want to ship it on Rogers going one-on-one.
You want the penetration to ship it all game. We've been looking for it.
Yeah.
Right? It's been very, very difficult to stop, and now it's starting to also wear down Dakota. Near steal there by Paquette.
Great pull-up.
Come up.
Great pull-up there by Smith. Well, and there's a great job by that, that pass down court by Dakota.
Yep.
Right, putting the ball where it needed to be and playing above their head.
Exactly. Both teams playing tough, right?
Yeah.
We talked about it being a boxing match earlier, and it's going to be a boxing match right to the end.
Palacio with a favorable bounce on the rim.
So you're going to see here, Glenlawn's going to start to take some
back
chances.
over
And they got the turnover.
Great call there by Al Bradbury.
So So what you're going to see here on Glenlawn's defense, they're going to start to take more chances, looking for steals. However, if they don't get it, you're going to put yourself vulnerable to more layups. But you're down 7, so that's what you got to do to try to make up the ground to get in this game, right? Go for those steals, take chances, and you have to live with the result at the end.
Great job there by Reed Favoni. Grossart back into the game. I think she's probably leading scorer still as Tate Starkel, but she's also got 4 personals. So
Stagger screen on the weak side. Trying to get Ship at the ball.
Yeah.
Hopefully try to create 5 seconds on the clock. Does she notice? She sees it. 3.
Yeah, Coach Sung's gone to man-to-man now.
Yeah.
Great read there by Abigail Dick.
Oh, shot clock should not have reset there, but
And again, it's tough, but maybe you don't make that shot down low, but you're drawing the foul.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Starkel just jumping onto the floor and making her presence felt on the offensive end.
Tate Starkel on the line, shooting 2 for Dakota.
Looking to make this an 8-point lead. Glenlawn ball.
7-point lead, 3 minutes left. So now you're going to see this. So Paquette's going to look to attack here early.
No pressure by Dakota.
Okay.
That's that short corner, and too bad. But again, it's not that little quick to short corner and then catch a player coming down the lane.
But Dakota's got so much length, so even any layup that you see that's there that most people might make, well, you're shooting at over 6'2", 6'3", right, which makes it a little bit harder, especially late in the game.
Makes it so tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dakota, so the next possession arrow is going to be Glenlawn, so those become important features as we get down to the final few minutes here.
Really important stop here for Glenlawn. Dakota can put a lot of pressure on Glenlawn if they can get a bucket. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Steal.
There we go.
Looking to
Got a
push.
2-on-1, but see, Dakota doesn't panic. They got lots of length here. Right, everything's
There it
tough,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's huge.
4-point game, 2 minutes left to go.
What a confident shot there by Mariana Palacio.
We're talking about everyone's composure. People are not panicking. People are thinking, they didn't rush that shot. Just get herself and solid 3. And here's Dakota.
The one thing to watch here late is the Glenlawn's already in the penalty.
Yeah.
Right? So that could work out both ways. That could work out well if they're in a position where they need to foul late. They already have the fouls committed that they can put them to flip Dakota to the free throw line.
I was just going to say, with Sydney Bjornsson scoring down from the office again.
Yeah, send up shop down low. And these are always nice to see. Like if you're, if Coach Kornberger, you don't mind if you'll send the shot, and if the clock stops and you're on the line, and then you get a chance for people to get their breath.
Yeah.
You get a chance to all of a sudden, take a difference on that lead without the clock ticking away.
Well, credit to both teams, the fitness level of these kids. Because like I said, there's maybe been 2 off the bench on both sides.
I know.
And for minimal amount of time.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. And again, sometimes when you see players get tired, you start seeing them, make that bad pass, or you start seeing them, not quite getting to that spot or breaking down that composure. But right now, both teams still.
Well, this is what we talk about with our kids here, right? This is where, when you're in the summer and you're doing those wind sprints, and you're doing off-season workouts, well, this is where that's going to pay off for you.
Yeah.
Right? In the 4th quarter of a close game, in a packed house against a rival team. Okay? So this is where you trust the practice, the conditioning that you put in already.
You know what I'm going to do, guys, on the way home?
Okay.
Not have my radio on in the car. It is picking up in here. This is awesome. We got the Glenlawn cheer squad down there. They've been fantastic over the years of some choreographed cheers. I see Coach Lindsay McLeod down here on the end for the Dakota Lancers, trying to get the football boys fired up. So we'll see what transpires here in the next 1:47
And I'll mention this off the free throw, right? And it was like this for the start of this game. This isn't just a crowd filling in here for the boys' game later. No. For girls basketball, there was about 800 people already in here ready to watch.
Yeah.
These two teams put on a display, and it wasn't always like that.
Yeah.
And then we've been treated for a very good basketball game here all the way through.
Absolutely.
So for Glenlawn, don't need to foul, just need to get a defensive stop. As you see, already picking up full court, trying to deny the ball. Man to man now.
Yeah.
But again, look at the height they're playing at the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Taking advantage of the length.
Okay, Dakota used the full clock, gets an open shot.
And they get a new one and
And now you get another 24-second clock. That hurts for Glenlawn. Still no need to foul.
Good patience there by
Don't need to reach.
Bjornsson to drive that out. Nice screen on the top.
Oh, the big three there. Glenlawn's got to run.
Yeah.
Push.
Great patience. And that's what you like. One open three.
Oh, gets the favorable bounce.
All right, we got a 3-point game here, just under a minute. Dakota 79. Oh, sorry, a 2-point game.
That was a three, and not a good look at it from here.
Yeah.
If you notice with Paquette, right, when the shots were falling or they weren't, there was no hesitation on her shooting. She was shooting the ball, making great decisions all the way through, and therefore, she's getting rewarded with it.
Yeah, Dakota 79, Glenlawn 77 with 56.9 seconds left.
Yeah. So, again, you couldn't ask for a better atmosphere, and congratulations to both schools. They've got a great presence of staff members out.
Yes.
We're for one heck of a finish here, guys.
Right, great to see the members. There's Reyes down there. He just finished. They won the third place game, and there's the one of the varsity boys members leading the cheer squad for his varsity girls. So,
while momentum's a funny thing, we talk about it, whether we believe it or not, but Glenlawn's got a little bit of a run here, right? Erickson calls a timeout. So the girls down at the end of the day. You're still up 2, right, with a minute left. Be solid here on both sides of the ball. Continue to get good looks, and on Glenlawn, again, make things tough. Yeah, that's what you want to do. You don't need a steal or an undisciplined foul.
Exactly.
You want to make things tough on Dakota as they try to run a play here.
So coming out of that timeout, inside 2 minutes, Coach Sung had the choice to take the ball back on the baseline or take it in the front court.
Ten seconds left.
Yep. Palacio closes out well.
Yeah.
Great hands there by Paquette.
Turnover. You have 40 seconds left. Glenlawn's got lots of time.
Yeah.
Paquette surveys the floor. Don't need a 3.
No, they just need a good solid possession here.
Tough pass. And Dakota not panicking their backcourt, just making sure that they get up and play solid defense and get in the lanes, and they force a bad pass and they go back down the other way.
Yeah, and again, look who's down there trying to take the block or trying to take the charge was Paquette.
Yeah, lots of hustle.
Just
And from here, right, it was great offense, great defense as well. But again, right, just was caught a tough position there.
Yeah.
The ref could have got the hot one, could have gone either way from this angle. Foul, no call, charge, or block.
Yeah.
It was that close.
Yeah. So we still got a one possession. Even if she makes this, it's still a one possession game here.
So if you miss the shot, remember Glenlawn cannot take a timeout if she misses here. They got to play.
Yeah.
You're going to attack with the ball in the person that your ball in your best player's hands.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go last shot here. You just want to play because you're down 2. You got to get a shot up on the rim. Here you go for 3. You got to so Paquette had an open look at a 3.
Yeah.
Which you'll take. Shot clock's running down. Those are tough, right? Because you don't know if you're going to get another better look than that. So I like the decision there. Open three versus the contested something inside.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe the last couple. Make it, live with it. If not, you got 4 seconds left on the clock here.
Yeah, it was WNBA range, but it was a good look. Yeah.
And with that type of range, that's why those ones are tough. I could take an open one from really deep or a contested one from a little bit closer in.
Yeah.
And their percentages are about the same. So.
All right, so where's the ball going to be? It looks like it's going to be in Dakota's backcourt here.
Yeah.
So right now, I guess Coach Kornberger is drawing up a play to try and get that quick steal, and if not a steal, foul right away.
Yeah.
And kill that clock.
And he doesn't have another timeout to call it before the ball's in based on how they set up either. So, this is make or break right now.
There?
Yeah, but there's no Glenlawn doesn't have any timeouts left though. So.
No. I guess,
So the ball was
the ball's going to the
you
front
still
court.
get the option to advance the ball. You got to tell them before the timeout.
Right.
Which is a smart thing to do there. So, yeah, you got to deny hard here. But if Dakota has nothing, let's throw the ball, away from the middle of the court.
Yes.
You have something come in the middle of the court. Got a foul here right away.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so
put Manaman on the line with 2.8 seconds left.
So it's going to be an interesting decision here to see if Dakota puts people inside the rebound. Now, I personally, as a coach, I would, but it looks like they're going to do the same thing here.
Yeah. Again,
so now here's another interesting decision now, right? Especially after you make the first one, okay? Do you miss the second one intentionally? If there's timeouts, okay, sometimes you might look at missing the second one intentionally so they can't advance the ball.
Right.
With no timeouts left, he doesn't want to make it here anyways because they can't call it advance. And here you go. You got a prayer.
Yeah.
And what a heck of a ball game.
What a great game.
Dakota Lancers.
That was
SCAC champions.
Everything you would expect in a championship game and more.
Yeah. Congratulations to Coach Sung and the varsity girls from Dakota. But full credit to Coach Brian Kornberger and the Glenlawn Lions. That was a heck of a game, folks.
And you can see the emotion here on both teams, the players here, right? I mean, this game, even though both teams still have a lot more basketball to play, this game meant something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glenlawn left everything out there. They're still trying to keep upbeat, but there's an emotional group. They'll bounce back.
Yep.
And we said at the beginning of the game, we expect a boxing match back and forth, both teams slugging it out, and you know what, they slugged it right out to the last few seconds.
Yeah, so this was going to hurt for Glenlawn tonight. They'll get a good night's sleep. They'll get up in the morning. They'll probably, I would guess, they may actually have a practice on Sunday, right? Because they got to stay. They got to keep the game sharp, right? Yeah. They're going to be playing.
As part of that, I want to thank all the crowd. You know the history of the Dakota-Glenlawn rivalry. I heard there's a teacher at Dakota that calls Glenlawn the G word. That's what I'm talking about. But yes, there's a history. Awesome passion on both sides, but both sets of fans were awesome today. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Huge round of applause for the two teams. Players and coaches, that was the best possible basketball. Wow. We're going to have a presentation so many history away. It takes 3 members of the possessed.
Nifemi Gadamabosi, Netra Patel, Emily Mandaman, Tate Starkel, Sydney Bjornsson, and Mia Kutney. Congratulations, Dakota champions. But that's not all. We're also announcing the League All-Stars tonight because this is the final game of what has been a phenomenal SCA season. As we said, this is the 3rd and 4th ranked teams in the province. I'm predicting an SCAC victory at the provincials this year. Either of these teams could definitely win it. First All-Star, I don't know if they're here, but we saw them play earlier today from College Jean Sauvé, Anna Pine. She is here. All right, Anna. Yeah, if you missed the 3rd place game earlier, she dominated. All right, we also have League All-Stars from the Glenlawn Lions, Danny Earl. From the Dakota Lancers, Tate Starkel. Once again from the Glenlawn Lions, Treyah Paquette. And again, most of the All-Stars coming from this game. We can see why with the game we saw today. From the Dakota Lancers, Emily Mandaman. And finally,